Hello, this is Invector, and welcome to my newest Hearts of Iron 4 video. Today we'll be getting all of the 4 achievements tied to Switzerland in the latest By Blood Alone DLC. The achievement is fairly easy to get. If you do what I will show you step by step, there are 2 things that can go wrong in this strategy, and I will be talking about them both. Otherwise, my strategy is very reliable. Feel free to pause and unpause, as I will be showing only the things that you need to know, and I will be showing them as fast as possible. This is the general gist of the strategy. We build up our nation's military power as much as possible, get the strongest army, hold our lines, declare war on Germany when they are crumbling, and win the war against the Axis. While waiting for Germany to be beat up by the Soviets, we will try to grab as much land as possible, build up our defenses, and get rid of the Swiss citizen militias, which is stopping us from making new division templates, or modifying the existing ones, or make new divisions except for the militia. You do this by completing the focus Switzerland on the offense. We need to have full council control, which is the left side of the power balance, and we need to have less than 40% democracy support and less than 10% fascist support to get the war goal against Germany. We need this as we have no other means of declaring a war. In order to do this, we need to get rid of democracy ideology boosting advisors and replacing them with communist or non-aligned ideology boosting advisors to lower our democracy support. Our first objective is to get Liechtenstein from Austria, then Anschluss Austria before Germany Anschlusses them, as we need the land, the manpower, the factories, and more importantly the divisions Austria has. This is the first instance where everything could go wrong, as Austria can refuse Anschluss, and if that happens, just restart. You can't fight them, nor should you, as you need those divisions against the Axis powers. After Austria, the only land we can grab are the Alps from the French and the Alps from the Italians. France will most likely give them to you, and Italy will most likely refuse. We have to make do with what we get. If you can get Italy to agree as well, it is much easier to do the achievements. The second thing that can go wrong with this strategy is if Axis is efficient and actually defeats the Soviets, but it is very unlikely, as we are denying them Austria, their power is weakened. The division template that we are going to use is 9 infantry, 3 artillery, 27 with divisions with 5 supports on them, which are engineer, artillery, anti-air, recon, and surprisingly field hospital. But aren't field hospitals trash, you say? Well, Switzerland has this focus called Spirit of Saint Bernard, which gives 150% bonus to your field hospital research, and more importantly, gives your field hospitals plus 50% trickleback and minus 45% to experience loot factor. To compare, a 1942 level 3 field hospital normally has 40% trickleback and minus 30% experience loss, so our level 3 field hospitals will have plus 90% trickleback instead of 40 and minus 75% experience loss instead of 30%. This is like having level 8 or 9 field hospitals which don't exist. As you can see, we Anschluss Austria and we are making artillery and anti-air in addition to guns and support equipment, as we will need them in the future. I am not showing most of the research I am doing to save time, but as you can guess, I am prioritizing research speed, machine tools, construction and dispersed industry, and then guns, artillery and anti-air. Don't forget to get trucks, engineer support, recon support and field hospitals, but we aren't in a rush for those as we need to wait for Axis to start losing. When there is an election for the president of the Swiss Confederation in the late game, it can be a pickle, as now that we don't have the buffs from being all the way to the right in the power balance, we need to spend political power to elect someone new to the vacant seat, and if you don't fill the seat with someone, the game fills it for you, and the person that is elected gives you nasty debuffs, as you need to either save up political power or just wait without starting a focus to get enough political power to replace him. As you can see, the French gave us the Alps, but Italy refused. We get a war goal against Italy because of this. I didn't want to jeopardize the achievement, but if you decide to invade Italy in this time in the game, it is a risk that could be taken, but I elected not to take it as I wanted this strategy to be as reliable for everyone as possible. At this screen, you can see me designing the template for my division. You could make 30 widths or 21 widths or 25 widths as we are in the Alps and all of the mountainous area, but know that 27 widths is the general best division template for all of the terrain types, as we will be fighting everywhere in Europe, especially in Germany. So I wanted to make a division template that is best for every type of terrain, and that is at 27 widths. As you see, the Germans start attacking their neighbors, starting with Poland. If their relations to our country, as well as Italy's and France's relations to our country, is too low, and we still have the neutrality spirit on our country, then they could declare war on us. France is fallen, and now all we have to do is to wait for Soviets and the Americans to get into the war. We need Soviets to distract Germans to fight at their border, and we need the United States to help us win against Italy and Germany and the other Axis nations. Now that our democracy support is lower than 40% and our fascist support is less than 10%, we can actually take the focus that gives us an next war goal against Germany. This is important because we need this to declare war on Germany. Just joining the war at the side of the Allies against Germany doesn't count as us declaring war on Germany, which is required when you look at the achievement. Soon after you declare war, all kinds of Allied troops will enter your lands and help you win the war against the Axis. Note that occupying Italian lands will make them turn on Axis and join the war on your side, and in my instance they became my puppet. Route your divisions accordingly and push into Germany with your allies and win the war. As you can see, I almost never micromanage my troops and I let them fight and they do just fine. Please note that I also went for a grand battle plan, as I didn't want to lose territory and wanted the entrenchment. I also use battle plans almost always to attack, so it's not a bad pick to attack either. After the war is over, all thanks to how they changed the new war participation system, we end up with a lot of war participation. If you remember, we need to have 24 states and also have 5 states that are not connected to Switzerland or to each other. Just grab the cheapest lands wherever. You can grab Vichy France territory as well, like Syria, and you should have enough war participation to get what you need to earn the achievements. I will be making guides for all achievements that are in the By Blood Alone DLC, so stay tuned if you want guides for them as well. I hope you didn't find the video too fast or hard to understand. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments. You can also ask them in Turkish if you want, as I am Turkish myself. Sincerest apologies to my Turkish friends, as I will be making English content from now on. If you liked the video, please consider a like and a subscription. And if you didn't like the video, I thank you for staying this long. Thank you, and may your encirclements be plentiful.